you want to share share out to, definitely do that. But everybody, good morning. I appreciate you jumping on. We run this mastermind every single Monday. Okay, it doesn't matter what brokerage you're with. If you don't know me, my name's Matt Middlestead. I'm out of the Austin, Texas area. I'm a big advocate for agents. I believe in, no agent left behind. Nobody should be left behind. And so every week we run this mastermind, and we have agents from all over that jump on, and we always try to provide some type of training for the agents. And today we've got a super special guest. He's an amazing individual. I'm going to let you actually, I'm going to let him introduce himself. But this gentleman I got to meet a few years back, and he just loves giving back to agents. And he's an agent himself and been super, super successful. And he's going to teach you today on some lead generation, on how to use AI, which we all as real estate agents have heard about, how AI is really kind of taking over and is taking over
Carl,
as
can I
we
help you?
speak. But I want to introduce Chastin
Good. What's
Miles.
going
And
on?
so I'm going to go ahead and throw the call over to you, Chastin. You've got a bunch of agents on here from all over the place, okay, from different brokerages everywhere, and they're loving and looking forward to hearing from you, brother.
Awesome. Thank you. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen here.
And Chastin, if you could give them a little background about yourself, man, that'd be awesome. And
I got it all in my presentation.
Oh, do
so,
you? Okay, perfect.
Yes, sir.
Awesome. I'm going to let
Yes,
you go.
sir. All right. All right. Can y'all still see my screen? If you can give me a thumbs up, please. Awesome. Awesome. All right. So I'm going to talk to you today about how to generate 30 leads in 30 days using AI. So here's what you can expect from me. I am a very interactive type of person. I normally do this presentation on stage. However, since we are virtual right now, I still need the energy. So I'm a big user of the chat box. Interact with that chat box. Find out where it is, whether you are on the phone or you're watching from a computer. I want you to locate that chat button and drop in the chat right now an emoji. I want to make sure that you know where it is, that you are hyped for this class, because I feed off of energy. Now, I am going to be giving you a lot of information, but I will save time for some Q&A at the end should you have questions. So just write those questions down, and I'll be hopping back in the chat box after we get through this training. Now, one thing about AI and just lead generation in general, there's a gazillion and one things that we can do to generate a lead, and there's a new AI tool popping up every single day. So I am not going to overwhelm you. I am not going to make it super complicated. I'm going to give you the information that you need to literally get started and run with it. Okay, so don't expect this to be super technical, because I'm just not that guy, but I do want to leave you with something valuable that you can take with you. All right, so if you would, please turn off all distractions, put your volume on mute, so that way you don't distract anybody. I think that I'm the only one that has the mic open, and I turned all my notifications off too. So if you would, turn off the distractions, close Facebook, close all the other tabs, because I don't want you to miss anything. So I want to show you this screenshot right quick of how this is working for us. What you're seeing here is a screenshot of Instagram analytics since the beginning of this year, when we decided to start a brand new account, and we wanted to reach people who weren't following me, weren't following any of my processes, any of my team. And so what you can see here, this dark blue, that's consisting of people who are not following. That is the goal when it comes to lead generation using AI. When it comes to any lead generation online, the goal is you want to reach people who are not currently following you. Because if we want to be honest with each other right now, typically as realtors, who's following us? We have other realtors, we have our friends and family, we have your mom, dad, everybody else. And those aren't necessarily the people who we are trying to generate leads from. Hopefully you are calling them and staying in touch with them, so that lead generation is going to happen organically. But if you want to reach those people who are in your communities, in your city, your town, you have to be targeting and getting reaches from people who are not already following you. That's called being discovered. Okay, so who is this training for? Well, if you haven't used social media as a tool to get more listings, this is definitely for you. There's a difference in using social media as a tool and just using it as an app, and I'm going to go into that here. This is for people who have at least one social media account. So if you're one of those who's going to scream at me that says I'm not tech savvy, well, guess what? You need at least one social media account. Okay, this is for people who need to grow their personal brand online. Maybe you're great in person, but you don't have that brand online. And trust me, sellers these days are asking about social media presence. How are you going to market my property on social media? If social media stresses you out, who do we have listening and watching that social media stresses you out? Drop something in the chat box. Let me know if social media stresses you out, because if you were that person, this is definitely for you. Okay. Who is this not for? Well, this is not for the people who have that I know it all kind of attitude. So if you're one of those people where nothing's new to you, you know it all, you're not going to find much value in this. So I wouldn't even want to waste your time here. This is not for people who aren't willing to invest in themselves. Now, when I say invest, everybody automatically thinks about money, but who knows that time is an investment also? Who knows that energy is an investment also? Who knows that learning is an investment? Okay, so you have to be willing to invest in yourself. And this is not for people who are just trying to gain followers, right? I always tell people all the time, the follower count is not what it used to be. Subscriber count is not what it used to be. Back in the day, people who were subscribed to you or following you, those were the only people who were seeing your stuff. Nowadays, subscribers, followers, it doesn't hold much weight. As a matter of fact, on YouTube, it's not even about your subscriber number anymore. It's about who's liking your videos. On Instagram, it's not about who's following you anymore. It's about, can you show up on that explore page? On TikTok, they want to show you to people who aren't currently following you. That's their angle. Okay, so this is not for people who are just trying to gain followers. Back in 2013, that was when I got my license, and I was so excited because I finally was in the business. I mean, everybody told me not to get into the real estate business, but I decided to get into it anyway. And I got my license on the first try. First try I took that test, but I passed by one question. That test wasn't no joke, and I didn't even think that I would pass it. But I went months and months and months trying to figure out how to work this business. And finally, I got my first listing back in 2013. Now, this was the home. It was located in Dallas, Texas, in a developing area that's super hot now. And I was doing any and everything that I could do to get this home sold. I'm talking anything somebody told me to do, I was doing it, but it just wasn't selling. It just was not selling. I remember this one day I was walking out of my apartment to go host another open house, and my electricity got disconnected. Straight up turned off the lights because I hadn't paid the bill. Nonetheless, I had an open house to go do. So I had to get into the car, drive across town, and host this open house. One thing about this particular property, when I say I was doing everything that I needed to do, I was doing everything. So I was holding this home open every single weekend for 2 to 3 hours. And I'm talking 2 months worth of open houses. So this wasn't a new routine for me. This was a 3-hour open house. The first hour went by, nobody came in. The second hour went by, still nobody came in. Now you get to see a visual of the outside of this home. I'm going to bring you on the inside right now. This was a vacant home, older. As you're walking, you can hear every single step. Okay. It was kind of chilly outside, but I couldn't turn on the heat. I couldn't mess with the thermostat. Heck, I didn't even know if it worked. Okay. But I had to host this open house. The lights, they weren't bright in there, wood paneling on all the walls. I'm sure everybody here has been in a type of home like this one. Okay, so that third hour came and still nobody was coming in. And I remember walking to the front door because I knew nobody was going to come into this open house. And I reached my arm out and turned that front door lock. And I immediately fell to my knees, bawling my eyes out. It was at that point that I felt like a complete failure. One thing that I didn't mention was I had moved from Georgia to Texas on this real estate adventure. I was 24 years old, brand new to real estate. I didn't know anything. And I told everybody that I was going to be successful in this. I was going to make it happen. I was going to become one of those $1 million real estate agents. And here I was in this vacant house that wasn't selling, on my knees, electricity off at home, not knowing what I was going to do. And in that moment, I had a decision to make. I said, I can go and get a job, hopefully have some money in 2 weeks or so, or I can continue to try to make this work. That choice was a very important turning point for me because from the outside, I was doing what 99% of real estate agents do on social media. Had the nice headshot. I was showing just listed, open house, this, that, and the other. I looked busy. I looked real busy. And here I was broke with no money. So I made the choice to continue working in this business. I felt like I had come too far to give up. And plus, I was embarrassed. I was embarrassed to turn around and tell everybody that I was quitting, and it hadn't even been a year yet. Okay. And I believe in that moment, something supernatural started to happen just with me mentally, physically, this, that, and the other. That next week, I ended up getting a call from an agent who sent me an offer. Her and her clients had already seen the home. She bullied me the whole way through. She bullied me the whole way through, but I was making money. I was gonna make some money, but I had to fully commit. I had to fully commit. My biggest problem that I recognized was nobody knew me. Nobody knew me. I had just moved here. I didn't have a network. I didn't know anybody. I barely knew the streets. Nobody knew me. But I had to fully commit to this business because I realized that I wasn't fully committed at first. So what does it mean to fully commit? Well, take a look at this. Who's fully committing right here? The guy on the right, he's going all in. Okay, he is fully committing. Right? Here we go. Getting married, starting a family. Who's fully committing right there? That family on the right, they are fully committed. Okay? Christmas lights right here. My home typically looks more so like the one on the left, but this is a full commitment right there. This is a full commitment. Look at my cart on the left-hand side. Want to eat, fill it with top ramen noodles. But if you want to really eat, you got to fully commit to that grocery shopping, which I hate doing. So when I fully committed, that's when those changes started to happen, right? That's when I said, okay, no more excuses. This is going to work. I'm going to make this work. I want everybody and anybody to know who I am. Me being young, me being new to the area, me not being experienced, me not knowing as much as this other agent, those were not going to be anything that held me back anymore. Why? Because I fully committed. We got to the closing table, right? This was my first closing. And this couple right here, I've probably done 10 transactions with them throughout my whole career, right? They didn't even know that it was my first one. But now we're here. So I want to know, if I gave you all this information today, can you commit to taking action? Drop me a line in that chat box. Can you commit to taking action? Can you commit to have an open mind, even if it goes against what you've heard before, right? Even if it's different from another social media course you've been in before. Can you commit to having an open mind? All right. I'm not going to make y'all. So we have to have a reality check when it comes to this, though. Okay. This is something that I call the stages of contentpreneurship. What is contentpreneurship? This is someone who owns a business and creates content to grow the business. You're a contentpreneur. Now, why do we do this? Why do entrepreneurs want to create content? Why do we want to grow a business? Well, it comes down to two variables: income and freedom. We want high income and we want more freedom. Would y'all agree? But oftentimes when we're out here on social media or creating content, we're not doing it the right way, right? And I call those people spectators. Spectators, you're consuming more content than you produce. You spend more time watching the moves of other people. What is this person doing? What is that person doing? You make the people that you watch money versus making yourself money from your content. And you're highly influenced by what you see. What is highly influenced? Oh, I want that. I want to do that. I wish I was like that. Okay. Now, once you step out of that spectator, because spectators typically have less freedom and low income, once you step out of that, now you start getting into what we call a creator, right? So a creator, you can possibly have likes, but you have low followers. You don't have that tribe around you, right? You spend a lot of time asking what to do next. What do I do next? How do I do this? How do I do this? You're an asshole, we call them. Then a creator, you're not making money from your content and your following, right? You're not monetized. So you're still low income on that one. And you're a one-person show. Now, when we step out of that creator space and we start getting into more freedom and higher income, we get to be known as an influencer. Now, when I say influencer, I don't want you to think Kardashians, okay? I want you to think a contentpreneur influencer, okay? You create original content that goes viral. Your following travels with you across multiple platforms. You often can help other people grow their brands because you know how to do it now. Your content can pay for your lifestyle, i.e., your real estate business. Your content brings in the leads. You're not having to spend thousands of dollars on Zillow or any of those because you have an organic content going viral. You have a following, you have a community, and now you have people sharing and referring you. Okay, so that's the goal here. I want you to become an influencer. I want to turn you into an influencer so that you can have that high income and have more freedom. Okay, I want to introduce you to Tony. Tony just turned 64 years old. 64 years old, and she attended this same presentation back in December. Okay, and she saw an advertisement for it and said, hey, I don't know this social media stuff. I don't know any of that, but I know that this is the way that business is moving. She's been in real estate for over 20 years. Over 20 years at this point. Okay. And she decided to commit and do something different. Clientele and stuff that I'm having to do. You actually pulling me out of my comfort. Sorry. So there's no audio. I guess there's
all you got to do is Chastin, I think you have to when you when you share, I think up in the three little dots, I think you have to share computer audio.
Oh. Three little dots. Oh, share computer sound. There you go.
Yes, sir.
Never seen that before.
It's all right. I'm on Zoom all day, so.
Oh, sorry. Here, give me one. I gotta enter in my password. Apologize about that, you all.
That one right there, coach. Oh my God. Let me tell you
Can you
something.
hear now?
When I
Yes,
got
sir.
into real estate, I didn't get into real estate as a business. I got into real estate to help people, but I didn't look at it as a business too, with the clientele and stuff that I'm having to do. You're actually pulling me out of my comfort zone, because when you said go online and see people that are actually doing this, these are the people that I need to get in contact with. All this been sitting in front of me and it has been helping. Why am I not doing that? I
Definitely.
told you I did my homework.
You sure did. You
I
sure
told you I
did.
was not gonna let you down, because y'all gave me the opportunity and it's left up to me to do the work. Saturday and Sunday, I put it to the side. I said, okay, Tony, you've been working hard all week long. What you need to do. So Saturday and Sunday, I went out with my girls, and now here we are. Look, my daughter's 40, should be 43 or 44. And I'm looking at these the same young ladies that I used to sit back and talk to, and now they still inviting me out. So apparently I must have put something in their brain for them to still invite me out.
Yeah. So Tony, yes, she's really 64. And what's so remarkable about her is the very first time that I had her do a video and post it on social media, her voice was so shaky. Have y'all ever seen Hustle and Flow with Terrence Howard? He's like, that was literally Tony. And that's a little running joke we have, because she was so nervous. But one of the biggest things that she said was, we pushed her out of her comfort zone, right? Now she seems like the cool mom, the cool realtor, just everything, right? From doing exactly what I'm going to show you today. Okay, so a little bit more about me. My name is Chastin J. Miles. I am one of the top 1% of real estate agents on social media, with over 500,000 in my social media following. I've been featured on NBC, Forbes, Fortune Magazine, Essence Magazine, and I've built a multi-million-dollar sales team in over 25 states, all from social media. Okay, these are just some clips you can see. You can Google them. You can read the articles. New York Times, NBC. There's a bunch of stuff out there, but all of this came from making that commitment. Remember, I was young, I was new, I didn't know anybody, I didn't know the area. I did not come from a real estate background. I was not that family that got to attend open houses just randomly on the weekends. Okay, this came from that same commitment that you made. Now I'm able to share my messages all across the world, in many countries, to help other agents just like yourself do the same. Okay, in 2022, my team and I, we closed 383 transactions for over 114 million. All right, so here's how we generate so many leads in such little time. We deploy a three-stage system that's specifically targeted toward something called LGC. Okay, so has anyone heard of the term UGC yet? UGC, it stands for user-generated content. Well, something else that we have as contentpreneurs is LGC. That's lead generating content. Here's the difference in them. User generated content is consumers creating content for brands to get more business. So it's a brand reaching out to you as an influencer saying, hey, can you make a 30-second video about my product? We'll pay you $200. That's user generated content. Nowadays, they look for just normal people like you and I to create videos. They want that organic look. They don't want to come off like they've hired models or paid actors or anything like that. So user generated content. Now, on the flip side, lead generating content, that's entrepreneurs, us, creating content to get business for ourselves. Okay, that is the goal of our content. It's to get business for ourselves. So the only way to grow your business through social media is by creating lead generating content. Okay, 100% lead generating content. Now, the only way to create lead generating content is something we call the CBA system. Okay, the CBA system. Let me break that down for you. So the CBA system, it's 3 steps with all of your content. You need to command, bond, and acquire. So command, you're commanding attention. You have to get someone's attention. Okay, then bond. You're making that bond with them. You're sharing something that you have in common. Your personality is strengthening that bond. You're sharing your story to create that bond. Then you acquire them as a lead. And I'm going to show you how to do that as well. But this is how the social media content works for LGC, lead generating content. It's not putting up a photo or video of your food or showing that you're at some nightclub popping bottles. That doesn't accomplish this. Okay, so keep that in mind. I want to introduce you all to Daniel. So Daniel, he was working a full-time job, 6-figure job, and he was relying on Zillow leads. Like, he couldn't quit his job. He said, no, I just need that cushion. But he was spending upwards of $2,000 a month on Zillow leads. So he ended up hiring me as a coach. And I said, Daniel, I only work with full-time agents. So if I bring you in, you have to quit your job within 3 months. It's very bold of me, but he did it, and he followed the exact strategy that I'm giving y'all today. And now he has a fully inbound business, right? He doesn't spend money on leads anymore. And it's remarkable because he didn't think that it was possible, but he was willing to follow the process. Okay. Here's some more success here. Here's his success with this screenshot. Look, he didn't really have a following. You can see his followers are down low, right? But his content was reaching people. Remember the dark blue? That's people who are not following. This is a new TikTok account that I started, right? Using the same strategies, getting views on there, engagement. It's another screenshot there. Why now? Listen, the market is shifting, and you're probably experiencing that. Real estate is shifting, the industry as a whole. We have to take on this modern way of doing things. There's no more using that excuse, I'm not tech savvy, I don't know what I'm doing. Like, you have to adapt, or these shifting markets and these shifting consumers can end your career. And nobody wants that. Okay, so how does this apply to you? You're someone who needs to get in front of new audiences. Okay, it's the same people liking your stuff. You need to reach new people. People aren't seeing your content, right? You could be going out there, spending time creating videos, possibly even hiring video producers and videographers, but people aren't seeing these wonderful videos you're creating. Or video may be uncharted territory for you, right? You just never really dabbled into the video. Okay, so the 3 strategies that I'm going to give you is how you can create and post 30 days worth of content in only 1 hour. I'm also going to give you how you can be so good at video that everyone wants to watch, even if you're camera shy. And then lastly, we'll get into how to spend less time creating content and have more time to work your business. All right. So these are the 3 strategies that I'm going to give you so that you can get 30 leads in 30 days. Who's ready for this? Let me know down in the chat box if you are ready. Let me know. Y'all remember where that button is? I want to know who's ready for this. Awesome. I see you. I see you. Let's go. Let's go. Ready, ready, ready. Perfect. Perfect. Let's hit it. Okay. So how to create 30 days worth of content in only an hour. Most people say, I know creating content is important, but I don't know what I'm doing or how to do it. Some of you probably feel like that right now. Same like Paula felt. She was new to social media. She had no following. She thought she was too old and tech savvy. Some of you probably know Paula, and she just simply wanted to reach more people. The first video that I had her make using this strategy, she ended up getting a lead from it. And she sent me a screenshot of it. She got a lead from it.
Of those homework assignments was to do the 180 method, right?
Yep.
Did I said it right? Yeah, so it's to do the 180 method. And so you told us exactly like that whole live that we did that day was about how to do that 180 method. And so you said, okay, for homework, I want you guys to do this. Well, as soon as that live call ended, I remember at my time, it was late. It was like 10 o'clock at night or something. I ended the call. I went and I created the video. It's like, it's on my Instagram. It's on my TikTok. I created the 180 trick. The next day, I had somebody message me from that video. The next day.
She's a superstar. Some of you may recognize Paula. She just recently switched brokerages and was on a whole radio show, you know, iHeartRadio and everything. And a year and a half ago, you couldn't have gotten her to do some of the stuff that she's doing right now. Okay. So how did she learn how to create content in only an hour? So the first step is you got to locate a trending video topic. Now, a really good paid tool that I like to use is vidIQ for this. Okay. But if you don't want to pay for vidIQ, you can use Google Trends. And all you do is type in a keyword. So type in who your audience is or real estate in your area, and it'll give you the trending video topics. Okay. Or if you have a YouTube channel already, YouTube just added a new feature in there called research, where now YouTube will tell you what people are searching across YouTube. Okay, so you can type in a keyword, or you can click on your viewer searches to see, hey, people who watch your current videos, what else are they searching for? This is built into YouTube. Okay, so this is golden. This is keys to the kingdom right here. But vidIQ works great as well. You notice vidIQ, Google Trends, and YouTube Studio, these are all centered around Google. Okay, even vidIQ is YouTube certified. Okay, Google owns YouTube. You're getting your information from the source at this point. All right. So once we have that trending video topic, now we record a long 8 to 12-minute video using this 9-point money script. So you may want to take a screenshot of this or write it down. But that video starts with a hook. A hook. That is the first 5 seconds of your video. You want to hook the audience. You remember with our CBA system, capture, we're capturing attention. So you need a hook. Then your intro. So what you're going to talk about. Then a call to action. What do you want people to do? You have to instruct people. It's just like getting a referral. You won't get one if you don't ask. Okay. Then a teaser. What can they expect from this video? What can they expect you to give them to help them out or understand it more? You're going to tease that in the beginning of the video. Then a little bumper. This is just something to keep people's attention. So you'll commonly see people do like animated intros or just something random that has nothing to do with the video. It's just to get your attention back. Then you get into the content, the actual meat of it. Okay. And you're going to break the meat of it up into 3 points. In your videos, you want to just have 3 points, 3 bullet points, 3 subject headers. Okay. From there, you're going to do an ask. You want people to do something. Comment. Does this make sense? Comment, leave a question, share this video with someone else. Okay. Share this if you think it'll be helpful. DM me if you have more questions. From there, we offer a content upgrade. Okay. So a content upgrade simply sounds like, if you want my step-by-step process of this, or if you want more information on how to do this, click on the link in my description or DM me the word content. Okay. This is what you're going to be using to take people from the video into your database. And then lastly, we have one final call to action, and that's typically subscribe or follow. once you have that 8 to 12 minute video, you're going to transcribe that video. A platform that I love using for transcription is called Descript. You can download it on your computer. There's also a website for it. And it's pretty much free. I don't have the paid version of it, and it's gotten me pretty far. So you can use Descript to transcribe that video. And then we're going to take that 8 to 12 minute video and break it up into individual mini videos, i.e. Reels, Shorts, TikToks. The platform we use for that is called Opus Clip. This is an AI platform, and it is the easiest video editor you'll probably ever use because it does everything for you. All you do is drop that 8 to 12 minute video in there, and it will find the most important parts. It will piece together stuff. It will add captions. It will give you a title. It will give you descriptions, and it will give you a virality score. So how likely is this video to go viral? And it's free. It's free. So Opus Clip, this is an AI tool that you can use for free. Now, once we have that, we start to repackage and repurpose that content. So taking that same information and just showing it in other ways. So we'll take lines from our transcription, add it to images, add it to tweets, add it to blogs, right? We'll just repackage it. Remember, we have that full transcription, so that can become your content upgrade, which we call a DDP. That can become your quote images, right? You're just copying and pasting text at that point. And then we schedule it on a content calendar. Okay, now that content calendar to the right, that's my super aggressive content calendar. I do not expect y'all's content calendar to look like that. But we use a tool called Repurpose.io that allows you to post it in one place and it can repurpose in other places for you. But schedule it. Schedule that post so you're not bogged down behind a computer all day. The cool thing about this is that all of this repackaged and repurposed content came from that one video. Remember those 3 shorts and those 3 reels? Still came from that one video. So you can fill up a calendar. You can fill up a calendar. One thing we did challenge-wise was we ended up taking one video, and me and all my students did this, and we repackaged it 37 different ways. 37. A whole month's worth of content from that one video. All right. So, but how will this make it easy for me since I'm not tech savvy? Or how will this make me more active or help me understand social media? That's a big one people always ask. The truth is, understanding social media isn't even necessary for this. All you need is a well-optimized profile. What does that look like? Okay. Any type of influence on social media starts with this well-optimized profile. So 4 things that you want to do today. You need to have the same profile image across all of your platforms. All right. Your name on social media should also include your title. You want to make sure that you have some type of credibility in your bio, and your link should generate the leads. Okay. That link in your bio is very important. That's what's going to be your lead generating mechanism. Okay. All real estate agents need to have a mechanism to capture a lead directly from your profile. So this is a platform that I use called Stand Store. And if it's helpful, Matt, I can put together a list of all these links to stuff and you can distribute it to everyone. But
yeah, that would be great, buddy.
Yep. So with this lead generating mechanism, I can simply have them click on the link in my profile and they can enter their name, email, and phone number right there and download what I have for them. Download my DDP. Okay. What we're doing is we're reducing the friction. Okay. They get to watch the video, click the link, and immediately get the offer. Okay. The old way of doing things, what you would set up a squeeze page, you would have to make this full-on landing page and create a campaign behind it, and all this kind of stuff that you got to tie together and fire off. Okay. The new way is you engage with prospects where they currently are. Okay. So you're going to be engaging with them and using that command right from wherever you are posting that video. So instead of trying to say, go to my website and search around for my landing page and search for the link, right? No, just drop the word AI in the comments and I'll send you the link, or DM me and I'll send it to you. How do we send it to them? Well, we use automations for that. ManyChat. ManyChat, you can create a chat bot for your social media profiles. Now this is presenting yourself as an instant communicator. Okay. So number 2, how to be so good at video that everyone wants to watch, even if you're camera shy. Now, my journey with video started here at the Aria Resorts and Casino. Beautiful place. It was my first time in Vegas, where I decided to attend a mastermind that was about social media. And this was a 3-day event, and I thought that they were going to be teaching us, how to understand social media. Well, really, they were teaching us about lead generating content. This is where I learned this. And the mastermind, which it was only like 8 of us, but we were up in one of the penthouses at the Aria. And the first day, we talked about social media, Facebook. Second day, we talked about lead generation, and we started to get into writing engaging posts and everything like that. And they told us that, hey, tomorrow, come dressed up. We're going to record videos. Now, I never recorded a video before. I never filmed a video. On that third day, they said, we're going to go downstairs, find a nice, quiet place to film, and we're going to create these lead generating videos. Well, if y'all know Vegas like I know Vegas, there's no quiet places down in the lobby or anything like that. No. So we're out there, 100+ degree weather, wearing these suits, right? Recording videos on iPads, and you would have thought this what was going on. Everybody was literally turning, watching us as if we were fighting or something. Right? Like it was a show. What are these guys doing? This was back in the day where it wasn't like normal to pull out your phone and be taking a selfie, right? But I had to do this video and I was so uncomfortable. I was sweating bullets, right? I couldn't barely even get my words out. I wanted to freaking vomit all over the place, but I had to do it. And I realized that as uncomfortable as that made me, there had to be something good on the other side. Okay. There had to be something good on the other side of that comfort zone. So I made another commitment. I said, hey, before I leave Vegas, I want to push myself with this videos and I want to kind of get comfortable with it. So I decided to be bold and be recording a selfie video walking on the casino floor. Well, didn't know that was against the rules. You weren't supposed to be videoing on the actual casino floor at the tables. But I learned, look, and I felt like I was doing something right. Like, oh, I got shut down. Like, but that was me pushing myself to get comfortable with this video. Okay. So most people think I'm not comfortable in front of the camera. I don't know what to say, right? I don't know what to say. Here's the thing. These were some of my first videos, right? Like, do I look comfortable? Especially that first one. Like, and I was talking about money, right? How much money I wasn't making. Bad camera angles, horrible audio. I looked very, very, very young. Then I decided to push myself again because I was getting, a little comfortable. But cold calling live on video, man, you want to talk about being uncomfortable? That is what I had to do to push myself out of my comfort zone. So I want you to ask yourself, what do you have to do to push yourself to do this? Okay. It's not about knowledge. I'm giving you a lot of knowledge today. What do you have to physically do to get comfortable? All right. Most people, the fear comes from not knowing what to say. So I'm going to give you this 180 capture method that you heard Paula speak about that got her a lead in less than 24 hours. Okay. It's a simple video and it's one of the first videos you should do. So the 180 capture method. It's 3 simple points. Where you were or what problem you had. Number 2, what did you do to solve it? And number 3, how can you help them do it too? This 180 capture method is accomplishing a few different things. Remember, we talked about commanding, and then we talked about bonding, and then we talked about acquiring. So command, where were you or what problem did you have? Think about a lot of videos you watch. Are you drowning in debt right now? Do you want to buy a house but have bad credit? What problem do you have? Okay. Then what did you do to solve it? People want to feel like you know their situation. You've been through it too. So you are bonding over a common issue or a common problem. And then how can you help them do it too? That's where you are acquiring them. I can help you do the same thing. Just click the link in my bio or just comment, help me down below, and I'll send you what I did. Okay. This is the 180 capture method. Okay. Now, some of you may think I'm not good at video, Chastin, right? I'm not knowledgeable about what people want to see, or I'm not established enough yet. Nobody knows me online, right? The truth is, this system, it does not require you to be comfortable in front of the camera. And it's actually the opposite, because if you can talk on the phone, you can create content that generates you leads. Think about this. When your videos are too perfect and are too good, people think that they're ads. And nobody wants to watch ads. Remember, we're bonding. We want to bond, okay? So number 3, how to spend less time creating content and have more time to work on your business. Okay, a lot of us, we're busy. Hey, I don't have enough time to create all this content. Okay, here's a little secret. Deciding what to create is already done before you start. Okay, you can take all of that away. This is bio. He was already successful running 3 businesses, and he was a coach. He had 0 additional time in his day, and he was simply missing a system that gets results. All right. He just needed to implement a system. We implemented that system, gave him a lot of time. He had enough time to write a book and publish his first book earlier this year. I attended his book launch, and it was amazing. It was amazing, all because he was now able to leverage these systems and tools. And not only that, but he pulled in 500K in GCI last year. That's commissions, y'all. Okay. So the old way before AI, we had to do a bunch of stuff to create a piece of content. Think of a topic, write a script, record a video, find the best time to post, upload it on the different platforms, all of these. We had to do all of that. Now, using these tools, we can wipe all that away. We could take it down to 1 hour to 1 week's worth of content, all in that 1 hour, all in that one video. Okay. I love this tool called Jasper, right? And a lot of my students use it because Jasper has all of these prompts already built in for you. It's called Jasper AI, right? So we'll simply just click on one of these. So video script outline, how to get a good deal on a house in Providence, Rhode Island. And it'll give us the different topics, right? And remember, all we do is pick 3 of them out of there. Those are going to be our 3 points. And boom, that's our video. Everything else in the script is pretty much the same from video to video. All right. So if you want to use ChatGPT and not use Jasper, and just to knock this out, the reason why we like using Jasper is because you don't have to train it for every time you want to, do a new prompt or anything like that. It's kind of already trained for whatever you were trying to do. But if you want to use ChatGPT, this is your first command. So screenshot this. This is the prompt that you are going to put in there. And once it gives you those 5 video topics, then you're going to take each of those topics and then you're going to put it through these prompts. You're going to have it write 3 bullet points for you, 1-minute script, write a caption, and then create 6 hashtags for that video. All right. There's your video script. There's your titles. There's your everything. Okay. Now, to record that video, I recommend using CapCut. You can use that on the phone or the computer. If you don't have a great mic already, you can use Adobe Sound Enhancer. It's free to use, and it will just take the audio. You just upload your audio file, and it'll make it sound like you're using a $1,000 microphone. If you want to add captions, there's an app on the phone called Captions. Okay, so remember I talked about scheduling? Later, we use Later for that. You can have it just post in one place and then use Repurpose IO to put it everywhere else, including your Google Drive, right? So these are the tools that we'll just send a video through to come out with a great looking product in half, I mean, not even half, a fourth of the time that it would normally take. Believe me, I've been creating YouTube videos since 2015, right? This takes me less than an hour to do compared to days when I would make a YouTube video. Okay, Bio implemented this, got great results, 31 leads in 28 days. Okay.
My name is Bayo Adibowale. I'm a real estate agent here in Houston, Texas. And I'll tell you, Chasing Gemma social media training has taken my business to another level. You know, I belong to a Power Unit coaching program, and, you know, its trainings are awesome. Social media, including Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, and even Facebook, we focus. I mean, Chasing has been growing his audience because of the content and the way he shoots his video and everything he does with social media. So if you're serious about taking your business to the next level, I mean, you don't even have to take my word for it. Just go on his social media profile, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, you know, YouTube, and see for yourself the number of views and everything, and how, you know, he's helping a lot of people. He's helped me grow my business to, you know, where I can, you know, quit a 6-figure job. And I believe that he can definitely help you in your business too. So if you're serious, go to Chastin Gemma social media training. Let's go.
And one thing about Bio that I failed to mention, he had his own, he was in the medical industry, had his own practice and everything, and wanted more freedom and more income. And he was making good money. He's making great money. Okay. So a lot of people say, hey, but I don't know how to make sure people don't unfollow me. I don't know how to choose the best content for my audience, or I don't know how to stand out against all the others. But the truth is, those are the wrong things to spend time on, thus causing it to take so long for you and yield very little results. The thing about creating content, especially to generate leads, is frequency. Okay. You have to put out content frequently. All right. That is the thing. That's what you want to spend your time on. Here's something you can do today. I'm going to give you one video you can do today. Leave here, put it up. Okay. So the title, how to save money on your next, and then whatever product or service that you sell. Then you want to use 5 hashtags for that. 2 direct, 2 indirect, and 1 viral. So a direct hashtag is something very specific to the keyword. So let's just say how to save money on your next home. All right. That's my video title. Then if I'm doing a direct hashtag, I may say homes in Dallas or homes in Texas. That's very direct of who I'm trying to target. Then 2 indirect, those are broader hashtags. You'll typically see like millions and millions of videos that have these hashtags. So real estate is an indirect hashtag. Broker is an indirect hashtag. Real estate agent is indirect. And then 1 viral, that can be For You page, Explore page, viral, just super huge hashtags. Okay. And then in your description, you're simply going to put the hook in there. So remember those first 5 seconds, you're just going to put that in your description. How to do this, or do you want to save money on this? Whatever that hook is, that's what your description is going to be. So all you're going to have in your description is that title or that hook and those 5 hashtags. Okay. So let me ask you a question, y'all. Have y'all found this training valuable so far? Have you found value in this? Have you learned something? Do you have a strategy? Let me know in the chat box. Okay. just to recap, we talked about how to create and post 30 days worth of content in only an hour, how to be so good at video that everyone wants to watch, even if you're camera shy, and then how to spend less time creating content and have more time to create transformation. And I switched it up there. More time to create transformation. You're creating transformation within your business, and you're also creating transformation with the people who you are going to be helping. Okay. And I've helped a lot of people, a lot of agents all across the country use these same strategies. Okay. There's videos all over my website of them talking about it, about the results that they have. So trust me. Remember I said earlier, hey, it may seem simple, or it may seem like, oh, I never heard of that before. That doesn't work. It works. It works 100%. Okay. Who here agrees that if you knew exactly what to do when it comes to growing your influence on social media, then you could get better results, right? A lot of you have been searching around. You've been looking for something. You've been looking for that secret. This is the secret right here. It's simple, but this is the secret. Okay. Damon, he was searching for a secret for years, and he finally decided to listen to me and got amazing results. We've known each other for a while. He finally decided to listen to me. And Damon's real smart, especially in the social media, search engine optimization realm. And so, what I would tell him, that doesn't work. That doesn't work. But it works. It works. He got 117,000 views, and he started using that same video as an ad for his business. Luxury new construction buyers. And all Damon does now is he just refers out all his business now. He just refers out these buyer leads ready to go. Yeah, he has his license. He makes so much money off of referral fees that he can do that, right? He's solving a need in the market. So it works, y'all. I'll open it up for questions if we have time, and anyone has any questions. Let me get this off of here.
Just stop the share. Hey, first, before questions, I just want to, everybody, if we could just give it up for Chastin for spending his time today. He's very, very busy. Really appreciate you joining the call today, Chastin. All that value that you just gave at one point we had 45 agents on here. So really appreciate you giving back that value. And that's what the No Agent Left Behind is all about, is just, it doesn't matter what brokerage you're with. We're all here to collaborate and give back to each other because we all have our real estate license. So thank you so much again, Chastin. But yeah, let's open it up for anybody that has questions while we have Chastin here.
Yes, let me, and Matt, if you saw any questions pop up in the chat box, just shout it out.
Absolutely. I'll shout it out.
I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead, Julian.
So I'm already creating content. I have a production team that's helping me with that. Is there a way to connect kind of like with what you guys are doing? And because there's one thing to listen to all the things that you guys did. Another thing is to maybe have the coaching that comes with it. Is that something that you guys do, or?
Yeah, sure. I can drop my drop our calendar link down in the chat box, and yeah, just book a call and we can see if there's if I can help, how we can help, things like that. We can explore it.
That's awesome. Thank you.
Any other questions?
A lot of people are asking for maybe a PDF of your presentation.
Sure. Yeah, I can send that over.
And somebody asked earlier if this is going to be, this recording will be dropped. Yeah, it'll be dropped on, I have a channel called No Agent Left Behind. And it'll be on that channel on YouTube. And you can hit me up. I'll put my number in here. We do this call just so everybody knows, and we have different trainers on every week. We do this call every Monday at 10 a.m. Central, 11 Eastern. So, and we have those videos that we've done from previous calls. Like last week we did on VA loans and things like that. So we brought in a VA lender again, and any type of stuff y'all need help with, you let us know, and we'll bring in speakers to help with that. Thank you, Jamie Garlock, for bringing in Chastin today. Chastin just brings a wealth of knowledge, and what I love about his story the most to everybody is literally he was dropping to his knees. He was crying. He started the business in 2013. Like literally that wasn't that long ago. It was 10 years ago, but it really wasn't that long ago. And you have the choice to either give up or just keep going. And, the reason that, we started No Agent Left Behind back in 2010 is because I saw a ton of realtors that get out of the business because they are exactly where Chastin was, and they have a choice: go get a job and not do why they got their real estate license. That's why 87% of them of realtors fail within their first 5 years, and that's why we're trying to start this movement to where we can give back to agents so that you don't fail. You know what I mean? At the end of the day. So I'll make sure I'll put my phone number in here. If you want the video directly texted to you, I'll text it to you as well, so you can rewatch it. Any other questions?
We also, I put a link to our group. So if you want, we'll put the link for the video in there as well.
Yeah.
I was
question.
Oh, go ahead.
How long should these videos be? And are you editing them, or is it just one shot?
So your initial video is going to be 8 to 12 minutes. And then we use Opus Pro to edit it and chop it up.
Gotcha. Okay.
Then that leads to my question with that hey, Chase, how's it going, man? Terry Trexler here. Good seeing you, man. Yep. I love that. I love your presentation. I've never got a chance to watch you speak. I know we've chatted a couple times, but that was awesome. I appreciate that. So when you're making that first video, obviously are you going to take that first video and then get it edited to put it on YouTube and then get it chopped up? Or
yeah, you can definitely do that, which I highly recommend. But there is obviously a huge movement right now with these short form videos. And so that's why if you're breaking into it, I recommend just start with the short form, because you'll get better reach. And then over time, as you start to learn CapCut or any other platforms like that, then yeah, you should edit the full videos and go about it that way.
Got it.
But short form will definitely get you good reach these days.
Oh, no doubt. TikTok's a monster.
Yeah.
And Terry, just to add on to that, Anthony Dissette does a video. He does videos, and then he's really good at doing those little shorts. You know what I mean? So definitely get with him. He's really good at editing those and doing it as well.
Definitely.
Awesome. Any other questions? Don't be shy. We got Chastin here. Any other questions you have on what he taught today?
No one else is going to ask. I'll ask real quick if I got another question. So when you're making these, obviously you probably started off doing it yourself, and then over time started bringing other people in to help out.
Yeah.
That's normally what works. Yeah. Right on. No, that makes complete sense. Because obviously someone looks at it like, dear God, like there's a million moving pieces, but that doesn't happen overnight either. So.
Yeah. And I'll tell you, when I started, I was barely doing any editing, and pretty much the extent of my editing was taking out the beginning and the end where you can see me like turning the camera on and off, because I didn't want to watch myself. Because I knew that if I would watch my videos, then I would be super critical of myself. And so it was just whatever came out was how it came out, which is why you notice I didn't give y'all a script. I gave you more of just like a flow, because I'm bad at script reading. And so I have to be able just to talk naturally. And plus that creates a way better video. But yeah, I wouldn't do edits because I didn't want to watch myself. It's my little secret.
Hey, I got a from Farron. He said, does the app algorithm deprioritize if you use a third-party software instead of using the main app?
Some people say it does, some people say it doesn't. All platforms like you to use their native app, right? But most of us, you're probably going to have a professional account, so like a business account on all of these platforms. And so with that being the case, it doesn't really affect us as much if versus people who are using personal accounts.
So you recommend a business account on these platforms like Instagram and things like that, but not on Facebook, right? Not on Facebook. That's kind of gone away, right?
I don't
Facebook's,
really
yeah.
even do much
Okay.
on Facebook, but
Okay. Gotcha.
yeah, so you have to have a business account on Instagram and TikTok if you want to tie it into other apps. So like if you want to be able to use repurpose.io or like some of the scheduling apps, you have to have a business account on there.
Got it. Makes sense.
I listed some of the tools that Jason mentioned today in the chat for anybody that wants to make a quick list or didn't write it down.
Yeah, and
What's
Chastin,
up,
when you get time, you can just send me that, brother, and then I'll distribute it out to people that ask me for that, and do it on your time, man. I know you're super busy. I appreciate you. Okay.
I just wanted to get everybody for the gram. If y'all would wave and say,
Oh gosh.
hey.
Hold on, let me fix my hair.
What's up? What's up? What's up? Oh, I see the background's coming in. There we go. Gotcha.
Awesome.
Yeah, y'all. This was fun. Thank y'all again for having me. I truly appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you, buddy. All right, well, agents, y'all have a wonderful week, and we'll see you back here next week. Have a great day.